The KSM Show.
Oh man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. My guest today is called Ahon Keja, but he's also known as the boy who knows. And most of you may have seen him on TV before, I don't know, but I don't care where you have seen him. Today you see him like you've never seen before. Show some love, man. Well, he's going to come to me. Hokeja is a mentalist, which means he has ways of reading your mind and things. And when we're sitting in my office, he told me I should write the names of two people. One was my first crush. Obieni. My wife cried anymore. And the other one was my most favorite teacher of all time. So I wrote it. It's okay. I put it on the computer. It says, and I erased them. So apparently, somewhere during the show, you're supposed to tell me who I wrote. But until then, let's show this young man mentalist. Show some love for Ahon Keja. Hey, please sit. Ahon Keja, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes, sir. Well, we're going to get there,
Yeah,
but before we get there, you had me write two names.
Mm-hmm.
The name of my first crush, and then my most favorite
Teacher. I
teacher.
think, yeah.
Okay. So I wrote it. You didn't see it.
Yeah, we have to actually make it clear that, one, those things are not something. The reason I made you write it down is so that at least, even if people are like, you're playing along, even if your crew is like, oh, you're playing along, they can also verify later on that, nah, these are something you genuinely thought of, one. And secondly, I wanted something that I can't find on the internet. Because you are a famous person. Someone can just Google you and get info about you. So coming here, I decided to work blank and
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get there.
Exactly.
I think that's going to be the high point. But in the meantime, in between time, is it okay if the audience can see what I wrote? Not yet?
Just in case people may think also.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah,
I hear. I understand you.
Yeah.
Understand you. But let's. You went to Presec, eh?
Yes, please.
Or that year?
Yes, please.
Hey, then you are my grandchild because I went to that year ages ago.
Yeah.
I did my first year there.
Oh.
But and so you are a mentalist? Is that what they call what you do?
Basically a mentalist.
Tell me a little bit about mentalist. What does a mentalist do?
So a mentalist is someone who originally specializes in two main things. That's the art of putting thoughts in someone's head. And the
art of putting thoughts in someone's head.
And the art of plucking it.
Plucking the thoughts?
The thoughts out of the head. So we major in these two things, but we add a bit of hype, showmanship, BS to make everything more entertaining and everything as such. So basically we specialize in these two fields.
Question, if you say the art of putting thoughts in someone's head and the art of plucking it, like for example, you've asked me who my first crush was and who my favorite teacher was. You didn't put that into my head, or you did?
No. So that's
those are there already.
Yes, please. So that one would be me trying to now pull those thoughts out of your head.
Not try to pull it.
Yeah.
So what you pull, that don't necessarily mean that you put them there.
No. Those are two distinct things.
Okay. So for what you're going to do now, they're going to pull.
Yes, please.
Okay. So since when did you realize this? You went to Presec, you told me you didn't study this as...
No.
Did you study any psychology?
The only psychology I know is just with a bit of light reading. Like, I think I read a book about what everybody knows or something. That's the best psychology book I've actually read, or anything based on psychology. But apart from that, I really don't know much about psychology in general. So I didn't study this. This came about, for me, I thought everybody could or had the potential or ability to do what I do naturally. Because when I was a kid, I'll be honest, I couldn't see properly. So as a very young person, I had to figure out ways and techniques to understand people, see things faster, especially because my mom could be like, take the cup for me. You all can see the cup, but as a child, I couldn't see what she was pointing. So I had to figure out.
Glare or couldn't see?
I couldn't see. To me, there's nothing there. That's the whole point. So I had to figure out which place she's pointing at, where exactly she is observing, and what exactly she has in mind for me to take for her. So it's because of that, that's when these things came about. And then later on, I realized nobody could do it, and I started taking advantage.
When you say these things came about, what exactly came about?
As in the ability to know someone's thoughts based on the particular moment I'm in. So in a way, let's say if you are in school, I know your thoughts. If you are writing an exam and I know maybe you are in this question, then I know where your thoughts are leading to, and I can cheat using that. Or maybe, or maybe like I'm on a date, I'm talking to a girl on a particular topic, I can know whether she's interested or not, because most girls, especially when I was, like even right now, most girls, you would realize have formed ways that you wouldn't realize they are bored of you or what you're saying. They just laugh, and I can deduce whether someone is faking something or not.
So it means you just have a natural
instinct,
knack for body language?
Body language and everything associated to it.
So somebody could be with you and faking how interested they are and all of that, but you can, through their body language, you know that it's not true.
It's not true.
It's all
exactly.
fake.
Yeah.
Really? And, okay. So that is all part of being a mentalist. So you're constantly reading body language?
It will be tiring if I'm constantly doing this. So sometimes I switch myself off, because that's why everything becomes boring to me, because I know if you read things, as in if you're able to know this is going to happen when this happens and this is going to happen when this happens, the world becomes a boring place to be, because the world is only interesting when you don't know what's going to happen next. But if you're someone who knows, so that's how deducing the future comes into play. If you're able to deduce the future, then this whole place becomes boring. So I switch myself off sometimes in order to at least be kind of excited for certain things.
Let me digress for a moment.
Yes, sir.
And ask you, because there are many pastors,
of course, who
actually specialize in this.
Yeah.
How do you say Chikra? There's some popular way say with your hunyama, you know, to be cancer. Thank you. Shaminkom, also for Shaminkom, thank you. Are some of these mentalists? Do you think, or they have a natural thing to know and is divine, or you think they are just mentalists?
So what you just described is what I term as an oracle act.
What?
An oracle act.
Oracle.
Oh,
like, oracle.
Yeah, an oracle act. So
oracle art.
Yeah, I see everything as an act. ACT as an act. So for me, we mentalists were the ones who actually brought this process, because we understood how human beings are. We know how to solve the basic problems. Then we can advance to see other problems and everything. So for me, when I see certain, or I don't want to even say certain, when I see prophets in at large demonstrating God's power, or whatever they call it, as I see the method and everything behind it. So I'm not really overwhelmed or anything of a sort. So
it's something you would know yourself?
Yeah. I actually do it like on a daily basis.
Have you thought of maybe commercializing it? I'm just thinking, you know, as fine also who are your fine prophet you have papa and then you see the line in front of wherever your church or whatever. Have you thought of maybe?
Yeah, I actually have. A lot of people around me have also told me the potential of it. But if I look at when I'll start and how it will end, I prefer like letting people know, look, I'm not claiming to be a man of God. I'm not claiming to be this. These are the processes I use. And they are helpful. The fact that I use these processes doesn't mean it's a trick. They are helpful. Just like if you go to the hospital, the medical practitioners will tell you they use trickery. A lot of trickery in whatever they do.
The medical practitioners?
Yeah.
They use trickery?
When I say trickery, you see, the word trick actually has been dumbed down now.
Okay.
Like the best math calculator, as in the best mathematician, uses extreme tricks. But we see it as, wow, this guy can calculate very fast. The best, I saw one kid, he or she was like, he wears glasses. He was like 4. He knows more than 1 million words. and he can spell them. I actually got in touch with them. I think he's a Spaniard or so. Then I
You got in
realized,
touch with them?
yeah, I like actually interacting with people who seem to be geniuses. So I realized that this kid, when he was a kid, he was taught, like when he was way younger than 4, he was taught how to see words in terms of picture forms. So for him, letters are pictures. So when you see you spell a word, he sees a whole story and he's just saying the story to you. But to you, you are just hearing him say maybe S, P, A, but that's not what he's doing.
Seeing
something
he's
else.
visualized it as some
exactly.
pictorial thing.
So geniuses are actually people who know a lot of tricks we don't know. And when we say tricks, it doesn't mean that the thing is fake. There's a difference between fakery and trickery.
Okay.
In the medical field, they have something called a placebo effect.
Yes.
It's a whole trick on its own, but it works a lot.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean it's fake. You understand? So to be powerful, I feel you have to know a lot of tricks to be able to help people, not to deceive people. So that's...
And speaking about medical tricks and this whole placebo thing, you know, I have experienced it, you know, when I just also knew that that's what they were doing. So I don't know whether that's why it didn't work.
Yeah,
he was like very reluctant. This is where I can give you this injection that will kill the pain so that we can do 1 or 2 things, you know. And as I was being injected, as I swear, this is water.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just felt this is water. So maybe because I didn't believe it.
Not you didn't. You realize the trick. When you realize something, it doesn't really work for you.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but they do that a lot because there are some people that go to the hospital. I'm not saying it's always placebo, please.
No, it's not always placebo.
It's not.
There are a lot of other.
But I know this woman who complains, say, "I want to panic there. They haven't done anything." So the doctors will oblige and give her some placebo, and then she feels well. So no, enough of placebo. So you think you're saying that there's a lot of placebo things to do with this kind of thinking as well?
Yeah. So if you are able to understand this, you can actually help people who are mentally unstable, people who are suffering from depression, oppression, any form of anxiety, anything mentally related. So people like me try and specialize in these things and either use them for entertainment to help people relieve such pain, or go into the medical field and also help these people as well.
How do you use yours?
Right now, I really don't want to enter into the medical field, so I'm trying to use as not entertainment, but edutainment. You understand? So educate at the same time, entertain, at the same time help people. So I kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
What's your profession currently? Do you do any?
Right now, no.
No? You just do this?
I'm trying to make this as a living. I realize it's not even, my parents literally nearly killed me when they realized I wanted to do this, but I'm a stubborn kid, so.
Why? They were against you using it?
Yeah, they are still against me.
They are still? Because they think you're going to defraud people?
No, not even defraud.
Or what?
We are in a Ghanaian society, you have to admit it. It's either you're a doctor, engineer, something big.
Lawyer.
As soon as you're like, I want to be a singer because I'm talented, the main question is, Eliskabe bro. If it's not something lucrative or it's not something that has its own foundation, then they'll be like, nah. But for me, I'm like, everything that we know of now had people who laid the foundations. So why can't I also at least lay a foundation for someone who'll be born in the next 100, 200 years, who has the same interest as I do? So the person has something to be on to move forward. So that's why I'm using this.
Okay, I'm sure people are watching us. I guess I will start to see which video no So this is the time that I want to ask you. So you're going to tell me who I wrote?
Yeah.
The names I wrote down?
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy?
Yes.
Now I'm even getting scared. and if you tell these names and they are correct, man, you better answer you.
They're simple too.
No. But okay. So you let me write this thing down. You didn't see it. You have no.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
So now I want to find out whether you're right in terms of the names I wrote, and how you did it. So let me see whichever way you want to.
Okay, so before I do that, you see I said I specialize in 2 main techniques before the rest are layers. So I'll try and put a thought in your head. Before I came here, I think whilst we were in the office, when I was coming out, I took my mobile phone. I have a list already. And I tried as much as possible to see if I can influence you to pick a particular person on this list. So the list actually I've made about celebrities, but I didn't put any Ghanaian celebrity there. I actually typed first 100 celebrities in the from 2000s, and I got a whole list and I made them. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to think of a number from 1 to 100. And when you feel like I'm not influencing you, you can let any number out. But bear in mind, it could be anything you want. But before you say any number, okay, so I have a celebrity name, and this is what I'll do. I'll just write, I'm just hoping it works. Okay, so, so this is the celebrity at the number you choose. Can you please close your eyes? The camera can see this, right? This is a celebrity. I'm hoping he will choose.
Wait a minute. You're asking me to choose a celebrity or a number?
A number, and that number has a celebrity on it. All right, it's from 1 to 100. That's the whole point. And I don't want you to mention celebrities, else people may think you even saw the celebrity. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You just mentioned the number.
Yeah. So don't say the number now. Can the camera get it? Okay, good. So this is what we do. Please, you can open your eyes. Good. You didn't feel any fuzzy thing. You didn't feel anything out of the blue, right? Everything is normal to you.
I was just trying to make sure I don't forget the number.
It has to be normal, else it doesn't work. For the first time, from 1 to 100, you can change your mind even now.
No, I'm keeping the number.
A lot of people keep the numbers, all right? 98% of the population will keep the number. Only the rest of the 2% will change the number. You can choose to change the number now, or you can choose to keep it, or you can choose to jingle it or swap it, whatever it is for you. Do you want to keep the number?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
I don't want you to go to your office and be like, if I change the number, like something else would have happened.
No.
You're sure?
I'm keeping the number.
Okay, for the first time, what number do you have in mind?
I should tell you.
Yes, you can tell us. I've already made my own decision.
5.
5. And I'll just ask you one last time, since we now all have heard a number, do you want to keep to 5 or you want to change it?
I'm sticking with it.
Okay, last time, do you want to keep the number or you want to change it?
I'm sticking with it.
Okay, so if we go here, all right, I have notes. Can I get up though?
Yes.
I have notes and you've seen their celebrities, right? These are random celebrities and everything. They rank from 1 to 100. You can say some of the celebrities you see. You can say them out loud so that people know they are all different. So we have Tom Hanks, we have Daniel Redhand,
Bruce Willis.
Excellent. So all of them are different, right?
Yes,
but you said the number
different.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the number 5, can you actually try and see what's on number 5 for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Jobs.
Steve what? So, like I said, I was trying to influence you.
God damn!
So that's how it works. So at least now I know your brain is, or your mind is ready for the hacking, so that you can begin now. So
Wow.
And thank you very much. So that's how it works. So this is me trying to put a thought in your head to make sure your mind was...
So you put this in my head?
Yeah, the number. So...
How do you put the number in my head?
That's... If I really tell you the secret behind this particular one, I'll ask you.
Wow.
Yeah. So we can start with anyone. So of course, before the show, or before we came here, I told you to think of 2 distinct things that I can find on Google, Wikipedia, or not. And to make sure these things, when I Google them, I can see them. And you're like, what's crash, that's this, and you're like, oh, okay. Your first crash isn't on Google, and I think your favorite teacher isn't on Google. So this is what we'll do. I want you to think of any one of them. And which one do you want to do? Which one do you prefer we use first? Your first crush for you will be difficult, or your favorite teacher? Which of them?
He was my first crush.
Your first crush. Wow. So back in your day, there were not a lot of gays, so I know your first crush is a female. So I know your first crush is a female.
Yes.
Of course, that one there is 50. It's not 50-50. It's 100%. This is what I want you to do. I want you to just only one. I'll ask you only one question, and that's how old were you when you had this first crush?
Oh boy. How old was I in class? I was in class 3. I was very young.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So that's what I want you to do. Can you please take off the glasses for me and look into my eyes? See the name imprinted in your mind. Okay. These are 2 names, Andy. Okay. It's a chi name, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I want you to just see this name. There are a lot of E's too in the name, aren't there? I can see a lot of E, but I don't see anything out loud. Just think, and in your mind's eye, don't move your lips, keep pronouncing. Okay, I'm getting this, I'm not really sure. Okay. Okay, I think I have it. I think I have it. And this, for the camera, you didn't tell me this. Nothing has been. Okay. Okay. Can the camera see this? You can't. Can the camera see it? The camera can see this, right? Nobody knows this here.
No,
You've never said it anywhere.
No.
For the first time, the name of your first crush. What was her name?
The first name?
The whole name.
Ajapia. I'm sorry. Sorry. Wow.
Yeah.
This is scary.
Yeah, a bit.
So what did you see? What I mean?
Not see per se. I actually now have realized the way you think in a way. Most people have different ways of thinking, so I actually had to process what type of person you are. So
Wow. I'm sorry. I am speechless with astonishment.
yeah, your favorite.
And I didn't
teacher,
tell you.
Yeah.
I mean.
I think yeah.
I don't even know of anybody that maybe, I don't know. What about my favorite teacher?
Your favorite teacher? Okay, that would be more difficult because that one I don't know the gender. But just look at me, don't see anything. Okay, we'll do it super fast. Just look at me. Male, female, male, female, male, female. It's a male, right? Okay, good. This is my Ghanaian teacher. Good. Have you ever called him Prof before? Okay, that's why. Because I'm hearing Professor James Miller.
It's true. That's my favorite teacher of all time. And he was in the US.
Yeah.
Foreign. Wow. Wow. So, I don't know what to say now.
Yes, please.
So, what don't you know? When you are, I mean, if I was this guy, I'd be quite scared. Eh? You can pick up people's thoughts like that?
Yeah, but it has
You can
a
put
long
thoughts.
process.
This is very amazing.
Thank you.
And I was so sure.
You wouldn't, I wouldn't
Yeah, so I just wanted to superimpose it on the camera, whisper to them so that, but no, but it's true. Wow. So what going forward, are you going to set up like a counseling center? what are you going to do with this? Already. But folks, again, I haven't met this guy. This is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first
Socrates, thank you, man. My friend Socrates called and said, KSM, have you met this guy? I said, no. He says he should be on your show. So and we spoke, very end of that you couldn't make it that Friday. Mm-hmm. So you came
today.
And wow. I don't know the myself. I'm confused. I'm confused. So what do you want to do? I mean,
for now, like trying to get like sponsors and everything, so that I'm able to get like my own office. Because what I do in a way psychologically can help, because many people see this as mind reading and the rest, but it actually plays a longer role than that. Like I said, these things are what I see most of the prophets use. So I can use the same technique to see like in the distant future or in the distant past, and see what are the errors people face, how the best solution for them and moving forward.
I've actually positively.
Yes, please. So I've used it negatively a long time. So I decided, why not use it positively? Because Charlie, if you die, you are dead. So I just wanted to use it positively to help people at least. So not just to entertain, but also to help people. And I think.
So, for example, what problem could you help solve? I'm just thinking.
I'm a master in. I have like, how should I put it? I have mastery over hypnosis.
Oh, hypnosis.
Yeah. So I use that to help people in addictions and those kind of psychological issues. I also have mastery in mind reading, so that one I use that to actually determine what people's problems are and to see the possible solutions for it. Then there are a whole lot. Most of them I really don't like saying it on camera because of,
I hear you.
Yeah, because of phone calls and stuff like that.
I'm gumsmucked. So what, you want to put your number out and people who want to
no problem
sponsor, what would be in terms of what? Sponsorship in terms of giving
It could be anything. I don't really have a problem with it. As long as we as a society, we try and help each other, build each other, I really don't have a problem with anything.
And what's your number if somebody wants to call you?
My number 020-681-7429. So 020-681-7429.
And folks, numbers are on your screen right now. And anybody wants to, you're looking for like an office setup?
Yeah, actually.
And so people can come and consult, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. So I just don't want to be entertaining the masses on stages, but also at least helping people, because on the stage you can't say, I made a mistake when I was starting this thing. At first on stage I would see someone's issue, and then after the show, people are talking about people's issues, and I'm like, okay, this has to stop. I can't be saying people's problems on stage just because I want to help people. So I decided to send it to the corners, so that at least it's a private session. No one knows your issue. You don't know anyone's issue. Everyone is happy. So that's why I said I need an office to continue this.
Wow. Put your hands together, man. Put your hands together. The boy who knows all, who has come to stand me today, and I'm totally stunned. I was thinking, how is he going to find these names? Let me do power, and then at the same time say, well, who's because I've made publicity. I'm just shocked. When you said, I see a lot of A, Mr. Mewu. Because the name is full of A's.
Yes, yeah.
Wow. Put your hands together for him one more time. The boy who knows all. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Ahunkeja, the boy who knows all. And please, the numbers are on your screen again. If you want to call him and support him, and please, the number is on the screen, because we have a lot to think about today, in terms of every prophecies we've heard, and calling out names and things. We are thinking, maybe they're all very talented, but using it in the way to extort money. And I'm glad that you are not, and you want to do something positive. I'll show you one more time.
The KSM Show.